Welcome back. Well, let's go straight across to chat that Sandeep Phukar, NDTV's had with the Union Urban Development Minister Jaipal Reddy. Remember, Mr. Reddy and his department have been under the scanner over the Games Village. In fact, also under the scanner has been the DDA, the Delhi Development Authority, and questions on why it had to bail out Emaar-MGF with a package worth more than what had been recommended. Well, Jaipal Reddy says the DDA had no choice but to offer that package. Let's listen in.
The process of fixing accountability around the Games Village has already started. DDA has frozen an amount of 183 crores that the developer of the Games Village, Emaar-MGF, had deposited with the government. For more on this, we're joined by the Urban Development Minister, Jaipal Reddy ji. Sir, thank you very much for talking to us. My first question is that you've taken the first step. You've frozen an amount of 183 crores, which they have had deposited with the government. The question is, why so late? Why did you not act early? Why did you not get tough with them? In fact, the government went in for a bailout package.
First of all, I need to clarify, Commonwealth Games were not a fiasco. On the contrary, it has been hailed both nationally and internationally as a spectacular success. Now, as for the village, the DDA did not go in for a bailout package. To be precise, it went in for a buyback arrangement. It had to go in for buyback arrangement because with urgency of holding the games, if assistance was not given to the developer through buyback arrangement, there would have been no village. Village was the key to the games. It would have been an insult not only to DDA but to all of us.
So you're saying, sir, that there was no option?
There was absolutely no option. Though I was not consulted, I would still stand by the correct decision taken by DDA in that context. Though it was a desperate arrangement, fortunately, DDA will make a profit of more than rupees 350 crore, which means a return of 50% in a year. Even microfinance institutions would be put to shame by the kind of profit the DDA has made on this arrangement.
So one question on the developer. I mean, after that action was taken yesterday by your ministry, the response of the developer was that, they were not to be blamed. It was the DDA who was actually responsible. Is the ministry also thinking of fixing accountability within the DDA, because they were, after all, partners in the project?
First of all, I'm not concerned with the explanation of the developer. Secondly, the ministry as such did not direct the DDA. It was the DDA which gave us a report about the various failings of the developer. It was DDA which suggested that we should invoke the bank guarantee. Ministry merely approved of the idea of the DDA. However, I think it's a correct line of action on the part of the DDA. If Emaar-MGF as a developer has some explanations to give, it should do so with the DDA. In these matters, DDA as autonomous authority.
Thank you very much.